This is what the war in Vietnam is all about. The old and the very young. The Marines have burned this old couple's cottage because fire was coming from here.
The Viet Cong have terrorized you and have burnt your homes. We are here to help you, to show how much we are able to protect you. We are going to have the Air Force hit some Viet Cong on the other side of the valley. That will be at 10:30.
But at dinner time on August 5th, 1965, Americans saw another side of the war.
We're on the outskirts of the village of Cam Nhi with elements of the 1st Battalion.
CBS correspondent Morley Safer and his crew went on patrol with Marines near Da Nang. Their orders were first to search a cluster of 4 villages for caches of arms and rice meant for the enemy, and then to destroy them all.
This is what the war in Vietnam is all about. The old and the very young. The Marines have burned this old couple's cottage because fire was coming from here. Now when you walk into the village, you see no young people at all. The day's operation burned down 150 houses, wounded 3 women, killed 1 baby, wounded 1 Marine, and netted these 4 prisoners. Today's operation is the frustration of Vietnam in miniature. There is little doubt that American firepower can win a military victory here. But to a Vietnamese peasant whose home means a lifetime of back-breaking labor, it will take more than presidential promises to convince him that we are on his side.
The next morning, the president called his friend Frank Stanton, the head of CBS. "Hello, Frank. This is your president. Are you trying to fuck me?" Safer had defaced the American flag, Johnson said. He was probably an agent of the Kremlin, had to be fired. The Marines claimed Safer had provided a Zippo lighter and asked the Marines to burn the hut for the camera. A major at the Da Nang Marine press office called CBS the communist broadcasting system. But after the operation, Safer interviewed some of the Marines who'd burned Cam Nhi.
Do you ever have any private thoughts about any private regrets about some of these people? You leaving homeless?
I feel no remorse. I don't imagine anybody else does. You can't expect to do your job and feel pity for these people.
When some viewers registered their shock, Westmoreland admitted, "We have a genuine problem which will be with us as long as we are in Vietnam. Commanders must exercise restraint unnatural to war, and judgment not often required of young men."
You kind of thought at first that it was going to be like the GIs, rolling through Paris after the liberation. Well, it sure didn't work out that way. I can remember once going in this one ville, and I remember finding this entire Vietnamese family cowering in a bunker. And they were terrified of us. And I remember thinking to myself, I said, well, I wonder if back in the colonial days, when the redcoats barged into Ipswich, Massachusetts or wherever, if this is how Americans must have felt looking at these foreign soldiers coming in here.
The Viet Cong have terrorized you and have burnt your homes. We are here to help you, to show how much we are able to protect you. We are going to have the Air Force hit some Viet Cong on the other side of the valley. That will be at 10:30.